Okay. Good evening, everybody. Erev Tov. Glad you all are here. Thanks for making the effort and finding your way. Let's even before we sit and we think about sitting, um, let's just take the time to appreciate that it is very precious that we get to take this time out together as friends, as people who care about each other, even if we don't know each other very well, to have the benefit of just being peaceful and quiet together, and what a gift that is. So, with that sense of gratitude and appreciation for our own efforts and for the efforts and intentions of others in being here, I'll invite you, if you're comfortable, to just let your eyes softly close. And to begin to drop down from your head, from your mind, from the monologue of thoughts and memories and stories and judgments that usually tend to easily capture our attention, at least for a little while, to come out of that thinking space into our bodies and the way that they make sensations in our bodies present to us. And we pay attention to our bodies and to the physical sensations that they bring us in this way because it is such a potentially useful and powerful way of bringing us into what's actually going on right now. We spend so much time either planning or thinking or worrying about the future, or pulled back into regrets or fantasies or judgments about the past, that the intention and the experience of moving more into alignment with present lived experience may be unfamiliar, and that sense of presence may not come easily. This is why we refer to sitting like this, to meditating like this, as a practice. Precisely because that kind of present awareness doesn't come so easily. It is how we are made. And the intention is not to force ourselves in any way to be in any particular state of mind or state of awareness, but in the most friendly and gentle way, to just be curious and interested in the quality of our experience in our bodies. There is a word in Hebrew that can express a lot of this, and we haven't made reference to it in quite some time. And that word is hineni. Hine meaning here, Here, or behold. And the E ending is the first person singular I. So Hineni means I am here, or here I am. And whatever the quality of my experience in this moment, whether there are stimuli or input that I find pleasant or unpleasant, convenient or inconvenient, undesirable or desirable, I just let myself be with it. I was talking to somebody earlier today, having a conversation about some of these things, and a thought that came up is that just a couple of Torah portions ago, when God encounters Moses at the sneh, is the Hebrew word, the bush, the burning bush, Moses is beyond reluctant to talk to God, and certainly beyond reluctant when God tells Moses that Moses has a destiny to be a liberator of his people. One of the many questions that Moses poses to God is, well, what's your name? Because the Israelites are going to ask me, what do you call this entity, this spirit, this God who you say sent you? What do I tell them, God, says Moses, and the response comes, Ehyeh asher ehyeh, which means either I am that I am, or I will be what I will be. And then at the end, God says, simply tell them that you were sent by Ehyeh, I am, or I will be. Sometimes we might even think of that name, of God's name, as meaning God is what is really going on right now. And that the closer I am to that truth, the closer I am to that reality. So again, take a moment to be, in a friendly and compassionate way, interested in what you feel in your body, whatever its qualities might be. Again, Ehyeh asher ehyeh, I am what I am. And then gently bring your focus, your attention, to how it feels in your body to be drawing your next in-breath and your next out-breath. Not changing the breath, not trying to manipulate it in any way, but just feeling the flow of air through the mouth or the nose and over the back of the throat. Noticing how the torso expands to make room for the breath, and then when you let the breath go, feel the subtle sensations and movements as the breath passes out of your body. Ehyeh asher ehyeh, this is what it is. I am what I am. Hineni, here I am. So we'll take another minute or two just to stay with an awareness of this cycle of breathing in and breathing out. And the reason not to criticize yourself or your efforts when you realize you've become distracted is because that is exactly what's supposed to happen. Your mind is supposed to wander off. You're supposed to get caught up in a thought or a story or something else. And the purpose of the, if you will, the purpose of the practice is precisely in those moments of realizing and awakening and gently and compassionately returning to your intention, your kavanah of being with the breath. So we're going to sing together a little bit. Let's return to the little chant, a little melody that we have to that word hineni, here I am. It's pretty simple, and if you don't know it, you can join together when you pick it up. It goes like this. We'll sing it through a few times. Hineni, 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 hineni. So, at your own pace, in your own time, when you're ready, you can let your eyes come open, and we will pick up with some of the weekday evening service. There are Sidurim, there are prayer books. There were prayer books. There are a few. Yeah? Oh, you got some? Okay. Oh, ooh. Somebody brought the card in. Excellent. Nice. All right. So we're going to start over on page 4 with Baruch Hu. I understand my friend Joel is true east, so it's this way, apparently, if you want to face east. And we'll rise and join together. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. And on the next page, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, B'chochma Poteach Sha'arim, Uvidvuna Meshane Itim, Umachaliv et Hazmanim, Umisader et Hakochavim, B'mishmerotehem Barakia Kirtzono, Boreo Yom Valayla, Golel Or Mipnei Choshech, V'choshech Mipnei Or, Uma'avir Yom Umevi Laila, Uma'avdil Ben Yom Uvein Laila, Adonai Tzavaot Shemo, El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Ata Adonai Hama'ari Aravim. And on the next page, Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu lemadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachvenu ufkumenu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla, nege yomam v'layla, v'yahavatecha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Feel free to have a seat, and we will pick up with the Ahavta. It starts over on page 12. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishenantam levanecha, v'dibarta ba'am, b'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'v'lechtecha v'aderech, u'shochbecha u'v'kumecha, u'kshartam le'ot ayadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, u'chtabtam al mezuzot beitecha, Uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem. Let's just move over to page 16. Last week was the Torah portion called Beshalach, and the Shabbat was one of the ones with a special name called Shabbat Shira, the Sabbath of singing, of song, and it contains Michamocha. So that is what we are going to sing now, this song of freedom and of joy and of hope. So, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, O sefer malchutecha, Ra'u vanecha bokei yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'eli anu ve'amru anu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov u'ga'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai ga'al Yisrael. Page 18. Ufros alenu sukat shlomecha, maybe the biggest alenu, the biggest upon us, the biggest us that we can find room for in our hearts and in our lives, spread over us, over all of us. Sukat shlomecha, a shelter of your peace, over men, women, and children everywhere. So we'll join together. Uferos aleinu sukat, sukat shlomecha. Uferos aleinu sukat, sukat shlomecha. Ya la la la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, la 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 la. Uferos aleinu sukat, sukat shlomecha. Ya la la la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Page 20, the Reader's Kaddish. Yikada v'yikada shemei Rabba, b'yalma divrach hirute, b'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv, v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mivorach, la'alam u'lamei amaya, yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yama v'imru amen. Beautiful. So we're going to move over to page 74 with the tefillah. We'll chant the first few blessings together on the even-numbered pages, and then just go off into silence on our own. You can stand as is traditional for this part, or just stay seated, and have a seat when your personal prayers and meditations are finished. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGidor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei HaKol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, u'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol, Atah Rav L'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach u'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim b'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol b'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim v'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Mi Chamocha Ba'al Givurot, Umidom Elach, Melech Meimit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Ata L'chayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'roshim b'chol yom yahlelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai Tzuri v'goali v'goali. Hey everybody, good evening. Erev Tov again. As we have been working on beginning to clean out our house, so that for this trip to Massachusetts, which is coming up in June, I have had to confront the fact that I have way too many T-shirts in my closet. Some of them go back literally to Green Family Camp in the 1980s when I was still in rabbinical school and worked there. Lots of Austin Temple Teens t-shirts, other t-shirts. And there's one that I thought I had lost, and I was happy to see the other day that I still had it. It was something I ordered deliberately. I saw it online years ago, and I was just tickled by it, and I bought it, also because I just felt it expressed my soul essence. And the t-shirt says, "I had not yet begun to procrastinate." Yeah, so it's a challenge. I don't know if it's a challenge for anybody else, but procrastination, definitely. Yeah. And for the various reasons that I do in terms of perfectionism, in terms of ADHD and lack of executive function, like all the various things. And the reason I was thinking about the T-shirt, this has several layers here. The reason I'm thinking about the T-shirt, besides the fact that I just realized I still had it, is there's a passage in one of the meditation instruction CDs that Rabbi Shilla Peltz-Weinberg created. It's on I think they still sell them. I mean, nobody has optical drives anymore, but I think they still sell them on the website of JewishSpirituality.org, Institute for Jewish Spirituality, and it's this wonderful meditation he has, which is actually an introduction to meditation and to Jewish meditation. And I've listened to it. I have it ripped to my phone, and I've listened to it so many times over the years that I have it goes on for like 50 minutes. I have large bits of it like memorized. And one of the things she says, I'm paraphrasing, but pretty close, I think, to what it says, is the truth is that life is uncertain. There is so much that we cannot control, even in the 21st century. There are many reasons to run away from the uncomfortable. But, she goes on to say, it is just this avoiding that builds up into the habits that crowd out the freedom and spirit of my life. Which is it's pretty close to what she says, and it's something that has always struck me for many reasons. One of them is having a loved one, a daughter who has OCD, has obsessive compulsive disorder. A lot of what OCD manifests itself as are habits that crowd out one's freedom, basically, compulsions. And she says, and she gives examples. She says, it is hard, especially if these habits are covering up something that might not be too pleasant to feel. And then she gives an example. I may choose to stay angry with you rather than feeling the hurt that you have caused me. Or I may be harsh on myself rather than accepting myself as a child of God with strengths and weaknesses like everybody else. So yeah, avoiding and procrastinating. And the third layer of this multi-part little thing here has to do actually with this Torah portion this week, surprise, surprise, which is called Yitro, which means Jethro, Moses' father-in-law. And it is the portion that contains the Ten Commandments, the first statement of the Ten Commandments. And there's endless things to say and inquire about and wrestle with in the Ten Commandments. But what I was thinking of is the paragraph that actually comes after the commandments, when the Israelites say to Moses, "Please tell God to stop talking." It's so amazing, right? Please tell God just to shut up, right? We can't stand it. We can't stand it. We're afraid we're going to die. They say to Moses, "You go up the mountain. You find out what God wants. You tell us, but don't let God talk to us anymore." Right? And then there is this line, and this reading of it, or this understanding of it, is something that also Sheila has in a piece that she wrote years ago. It says something like, "Umoshe nigash el ha'arafel." Moses approached. Arafel means like a dark cloud, like darkness, like some dense kind of fog. Umoshe nigash el ha'arafel. Moses approached this dark cloud, this darkness. Asher sham ha'Elohim, where God was. And she takes off from that and talks about, the essay is called "Approaching the Thick Cloud," or "Approaching the Dark Cloud." And one might say it is about not avoiding. And it's kind of a version of the expression that you may have heard people use, the only way out is through. There's often not an around, right? And there's not an avoiding. There are no shortcuts. You just move through. What she does with it, though, is to lean into the second part of the verse. Moses approached the dark cloud, and then she underlines where God was. There are beautiful Hasidic teachings that say, so compassionate, that say things like, when it's really hard to pray, that's like the most sincere prayer you've got, right? That when you feel what are called mini-ot, when you feel these impediments, you're there, or you're really close. And that the dark cloud that you need to approach is part of the way life is put together. And I say this with my, I have not yet begun to procrastinate and other, T-shirt, that knowing that is incredibly hard. It's incredibly hard. I have, over the past year or so, for example, given a lot of thought to my own absolute loathing and avoidance of anything that smells like conflict or disagreement. How the lengths to which I will go not to go nose to nose with somebody, even if it's not hostile, and just say, look, we see this differently. I don't agree. And the price that I have paid for saying that's the cloud I don't want to go near. Right? I don't want to risk not being liked. I don't want to risk offending somebody else. And that sometimes that's the cloud, right? That's what you need to move toward. So I'll leave it at that. But we miss that paragraph because it's like, oh, we just read the Ten Commandments. Well, okay, we're done. And then there's this paragraph where the Israelites are telling Moses, please tell God to stop talking and you go talk to God, instead. They're asking Moses to triangulate God, essentially, right? We don't want to talk to God. You talk to God and then tell us what God said. Right? Anyway, yeah, just wanted to share that. So, so we have Aleinu, which is on a sticker in the inside back cover if you have the prayer book, and we'll rise and join in with that. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latei gedula liyotzeh bereshit, shehu asanu k'shomrei ha'adama, v'hu samanu k'shlichei ha'torah, shehu sam chayenu itam, v'goraleinu im kol ha'olam, va'anachnu koreim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. So Kaddish is on page 598. John, I want to acknowledge the passing of your mom. Anybody else have anyone they wanted to mention? Also, it was just an email went out today about Beth Ann Firestein, who was the daughter of Rabbi Louis Firestein, and his wife Margaret. Rabbi Firestein served the congregation as senior rabbi for about 25 years, a few years before I got here, and he's gone now, and his wife Margaret is gone, but Beth Ann just passed away yesterday, I think. Anyway, so we'll join together. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, Bialma divrach irute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'yizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'alam u'le'omei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu La'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yama v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. So we can't really make a circle, but we can, I guess, stand around the table here. May we all be blessed with the trust and the courage to walk step by step, day by day, the paths of our lives, to follow the storyline of our own unique Torah, and to, as God says to Moses when the Israelites are standing at the sea, Vayisa'u, to travel, to move forward every day. Yivarechacha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may the Holy One bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chudnecha, may the Eternal One shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God be with you and help you to find shalom, wholeness, and peace in a world of healing, safety, peace, equality, and justice for all who dwell on earth. And together we say, Amen. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming. Love spending this time with you. Yeah, thank you.
I'm looking forward to the gala, but I still don't know how to register. Registration is not up yet. It's not up? Okay. I